We did it! And today we are wrapping everything up by taking your mini collection, putting it onto a sell sheet, creating a logo, and saving your sell sheet so that you can share your portfolio with anyone whom you want to pitch to. You can also take these designs and put them on your own products to sell in your own website. Are you ready? Let's dive in! Now we're going back to Adobe Illustrator here, but if you want to make your sell sheet in a different program, feel free. I'm going to make a letter size document here, so 8.5 by 11 inches, 300 dpi, and I'm going to open this up. I'm going to go ahead and make kind of a template for myself where I'm going to put all of my artwork. So I'm going to make 2 squares on top and 1 rectangle on the bottom. Those squares will measure about 4 by 4 inches, and then the rectangle at the bottom should be 4 by 8 inches. I'm going to space them out enough that I can put some text underneath each swatch so that I can title each of my patterns in my artwork. I'm going to go ahead and type in all of my titles, so Winter Snowman, Fancy Floral, and Hand-Drawn Lines. Now I'm going to go take those JPEGs. Remember how I told you to save your artwork as JPEGs? Well, now's where we're going to use them. I'm going to take the JPEGs and I'm going to place them onto my document, put them inside the rectangles and scale them accordingly. And then I'm going to add my snowman, Mr. Snowman. So I am left with the beginnings of my sell sheet. The next thing that I need to do is at the bottom of my sell sheet, add a few pieces of information. So I'm going to put my copyright Gingerbread LLC information 2022 at the bottom. I'm going to put my contact email, hello@gingerbread.com, and then I'm going to put my website, gingerbreadportfolio.com. Now, I like to change up my font, so this one is readily available. It's called Poppins. It's a really simple font that I like to use a lot. And I'm going to update everything and center it and format it using Poppins. And then at the top, I left space for making a little logo. So what I'm going to do is go open up one of my previous patterns, the Winter Floral. And this is what I always do. I just grab a little motif from one of my patterns. So in this case, I grabbed 2 little florals and a leafy element. I copied them and pasted them over to my new portfolio sheet. I'm going to resize and flip the orientation of my little motif. And I'm going to move it kind of to the left of center on the top of my document. Now I'm going to type out the name of my title and I'm going to call it Merry and Bright. And I'm going to use Poppins again because it's nice and easy to read, but I'm going to add a little script font at the bottom that says by Stacie Bloomfield. That way I have a professional presentation for my mini collection. So I'm going to just move elements around until I feel like the spacing is just right. I'll center it in my document. And now I'm going to have a perfect little sell sheet to show off my mini holiday collection. So I'm saving it as a PDF. You can save it as an Adobe Illustrator file, but if you're going to share this with someone, it needs to be at least a PDF because not everybody has Adobe Illustrator on their computer so they can open Adobe Illustrator files. So I'm saving this as a PDF, and then I'm opening it in my Adobe program, and here is my beautiful mini collection. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. It's short and sweet and to the point, but here's the fun part. You can recolor the patterns that you've just created into different colorways. You can use this artwork for fabric. You can put it in your spoonflower shop. You can use a snowman and put it on greeting cards, gift tags. The sky is the limit with this. So what I always do is leverage my art. I make art for my portfolio, and then while I'm shopping it around trying to get a licensing deal with it, I put it on products. That's it. So here are a few examples of what I have done with this actual collection that I've licensed, y'all. So I put it on a greeting card. It says Season's Greetings and it comes with a box set. This is something I sell on my own website. I made it into a sticker and sold it during the holiday season, wholesale and direct customer. And then I licensed this collection. So here it is for sale as a pre-order through an online fabric company. And then here is an example of a fabric panel that I created using 3 other characters that I had in my portfolio. That's a little example of how I take a few pieces of art and I get as much mileage out of them as possible. So what are you going to do next? Are you going to start pitching your portfolio? Are you going to develop your own product line? I would love to hear your plans with this mini collection in the comments, along with any questions you may have. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like this series, and stay tuned for more videos.